Before it was a superpower, it was a wilderness. A vast, untamed land waiting for a history that would change the world forever.
It began with 13 colonies hugging the Atlantic. Diverse settlers seeking freedom, wealth, and a new beginning away from the old world.
Arrival July 4th, 1776. A bold experiment in democracy. The Declaration of Independence proclaimed that all men are created equal.
He won. Freedom wasn't free. Against the mighty British Empire, a ragtag army fought for the right to govern themselves. They marched hungry, they marched barefoot and bleeding, but they marched through the bitter snow of Valley Forge.
Manifest destiny. The belief that America was destined to expand from sea to shining sea, pushing boundaries and frontiers. 1787 gave birth to the Constitution, the supreme law of the land, establishing a framework that still guides the nation today.
Biotech will revolutionize health, extending lifespans and curing diseases, while keeping America at the forefront of science.
The United States of America, a story of constant change, unfinished, imperfect, but always moving forward.
Challenges are many, but the American spirit of reinvention remains its greatest asset in an uncertain world.
Steel, oil, and electricity. By the late 19th century, America transformed from a farming nation into the world's factory. From the ashes of war, a modern nation emerged, rebuilding, reuniting, and laying the tracks for an industrial explosion. The Roaring Twenties, a time of cultural explosion, jazz, and economic boom, setting the stage for modern American culture. But the boom busted. The Great Depression brought hardship, testing the resilience of the American spirit like never before.
Post-war era defined the American dream. Suburbs sprouted where farmland once stood. Highways tied towns together like never before. And a booming middle class, families with houses, cars, and hope, became the envy of the world.
World War II awakened the sleeping giant. From smoldering harbors rose a storm of steel and ingenuity. American factories roared to life, pounding out planes, tanks, and ships in numbers the world had never seen. Millions of hands united in purpose.
1969. The Eagle has landed. America proved its technological dominance by putting the first humans on the moon. A Cold War gripped the world. A silent standoff between democracy and communism played out in proxy wars and arms races. Moves made on maps and chessboards, in deserts and jungles, and in the shadow of nuclear fire. The world held its breath.
Today, the United States remains the economic engine of the world, a $28 trillion gross domestic product and the global currency of choice. From the charging bull of Wall Street to the skyline that never sleeps, the power of American commerce continues.
1991, the Cold War ended. The Berlin Wall came down.
and a superpower vanished. The United States stood alone. A new era of globalization began.
See that? America didn't just export goods, it exported culture. Movies, music, and fashion made the American lifestyle a global phenomenon.
Leading the charge in artificial intelligence. America's tech giants are defining the next frontier of human evolution.
With the world's most powerful military and a network of global alliances, the United States projects power across every ocean.
Silicon Valley, the global capital of innovation. From the internet to smartphones, the future is often written here.
From shale oil to green energy, the U.S. has achieved energy independence, powering its massive economy from within.
Home to the world's top universities. The American education system continues to attract the brightest minds from everywhere.
The space race is back on. Private companies and NASA are paving the way for humanity's return to the stars. And this time, we are landing to stay.
Through it all, the Constitution endures. A living document that continues to be tested, interpreted, and upheld.
A melting pot. The United States is a nation of immigrants, where cultures from around the world meet on the same block, share recipes, rhythms, and stories, and create something new together. This is the taste, the sound, the heart of America.
From the Grand Canyon to the Redwoods, the American landscape is as diverse and majestic as its people.
A mountain of debt. Exceeding $36 trillion, the national debt poses a looming threat to future generations. What we borrow today, they will bear tomorrow. The clock is still running. The question is, what will we leave behind?
The land of opportunity is also a land of inequality. The gap between the ultra-rich and the working class is widening. Two worlds separated by a pane of glass, one warmed by firelight, the other by a single street lamp. We all share this city, but we don't all share the same chance.
Tricked. But the nation is divided. Deep political polarization creates a gridlock, making national unity harder to achieve.
Immigration defined America, but now challenges it. Balancing border security with humanitarian values is a constant struggle.
Race-staged. A unique American tragedy. The debate over gun rights and public safety continues to divide communities and politics.
World-class innovation, but at what cost? Healthcare expenses remain a critical burden for millions of American families.
In the information age, truth is a battleground. Declining trust in media and institutions challenges the democratic process.
Extreme weather is the new normal. From wildfires to hurricanes, climate change is testing the nation's resilience.
But in every storm and every blaze, communities are finding ways to adapt, protect, and rebuild stronger. The future is...
Once the envy of the world, American infrastructure is aging. Bridges are rusting, roads are cracking beneath our tires, signs fade, pillars crumble, and potholes deepen. Communities feel the strain. Bridges and roads are in desperate need of revitalization. Customers,
no longer the only superpower. The rise of competitors like China signals a shift from a world dominated by one to a landscape of many. Trade, technology, security, each connection a contest. Welcome to a complex, multipolar world.
By 2050, the face of America will change. A majority-minority nation where every culture, every heritage, every story joins the mosaic. Where difference is not just accepted, it's expected. Diverse
social security, the silver tsunami. As baby boomers retire, the United States faces a wave of aging citizens, 78 million by 2035. This high-tech new generation of care blends robotics, data, and human compassion to keep seniors mobile. Smart cities will rise. Interconnected, efficient, and data-driven, reshaping how Americans live and interact.
World, the green transition. The U.S. races to reinvent its energy grid, aiming for a carbon-neutral future to save the planet.
Yes, the AI economy. Automation will redefine work, potentially boosting productivity, but challenging the very nature of jobs. That's the premise. Aim to make a highly visual, engaging, wonderfully interesting, and even unexpected future.
Politics will evolve. A new generation of leaders must bridge the divide and reinvent democracy for the digital age.
Manifest destiny extends to the stars. By 2050, America aims to have a permanent foothold beyond Earth.
Biotech will revolutionize health, extending lifespans and curing diseases, while keeping America at the forefront of science.
The United States of America. A story of constant change, unfinished, imperfect, but always moving forward.